Today we are going to discuss about types of tympanograms. There are 5 types of tympanogram. Type A, type AS, type AD, type B, and finally type C. Type A. Type A is a normal tympanogram. Type A is normal tympanogram. While these 4 AS, AD, B and C are abnormal tympanograms which are seen in different diseases of ear. Now I will draw a tympanogram here. Let's suppose these are two axes. This is x-axis and this is y-axis. In tympanogram on y-axis there is air pressure, while on y-axis there is compliance. We will grade air pressure from 0. On the right side this will be positive 100, positive 200, positive 300 and so on. On the left side from the 0 there will be negative 100, negative 200 and so on. Now let's suppose this is a tympanogram. This is a normal tympanogram. Then it will be type A, which is normal tympanogram. Now I will draw the 4 tympanograms according to this reference value type A. Let's suppose this is another tympanogram. This type of tympanogram is type AS. In type AS, the compliance, as you can see, this tip will show compliance. The compliance in type AS is short. The value is shorter. Here you can see it clearly that in type AS, the compliance is low. Now we will see in type AS, compliance is low at ambient air pressure. Now this is an other type of tympanogram. This type of tympanogram is type AD. Now you see the compliance in this type of tympanogram. Here you can see this and this. The compliance in type AD is high. Now we will see compliance is high at ambient air pressure. How can you remember these two type of abnormal tympanograms, AS and AD? I will give you a mnemonic. You can see that S means short. S stands for short. Means this type of tympanogram will be considered when it is below the normal, and when it is away from the normal it is type AD. Deep means distant. This is just a mnemonic to remember these 2 points. Now I will draw a third type of tympanogram. This type of tympanogram is type B. In type B, you can see there is a flat type of curve, flat graph is seen. And you can see that there is no change of compliance, Now I will discuss the final type of tympanogram, which is type C. This type of tympanogram this is called type C. Here you can see the compliance is maximum at negative pressure. This you can see the tip, draw it below and see there is negative 200, not the positive side. This type of tympanogram is called type C. Maximum compliance occurs at negative pressure more than 100. millimeter of water. Now we have seen the types of tympanograms and how will they be shown on a graph. Now we will discuss the diseases in which we will see this type of tympanograms. Type AS, type AD, type B, and finally the type C. Type AS. This type of tympanogram will be shown in the diseases like otosclerosis, and Malleus fixation. This type of tympanogram will be shown in the diseases when there will be fixation of ossicles. Type AD. This type of tympanogram is shown when there is discontinuity of ossicles. And thin or lax tympanic membrane. Type AS is seen when the fixation of ossicles occurs. Type AD is seen when there is discontinuity of ossicles. The D stands for discontinuity, S means fixation of ossicles like otosclerosis, S in otosclerosis. Type B, this type of tympanogram is shown when there is thin tympanic membrane. Thick tympanic membrane. And it will be seen when there is a fluid in middle ear. In which type of disease we will see the fluid in middle ear? The disease is otitis media with effusion, OME. Type C type of tympanogram will be seen when there is retracted tympanic membrane. Now I will recap all of tympanic membrane diseases. There is type AD type of graph when there is thin tympanic membrane, and when there is thick tympanic membrane type B will be seen, and in retracted tympanic membrane type C will be given.